Hey, 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 welcome to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for whoever that lands on this. Okay, know that energy is fluid, however, so roles can be reversed. You may have to flip it, switch it, twist it. Just interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Take what you need, leave the rest. Also, because time is fluid, like how energy is, I could be talking about something that did happen is going to happen in the present moment or will happen in the future. Okay. Take that as it best resonates for you, also. Okay. I just always like to put that out there before I start any live stream. Also, if you're new to the channel, know that anything that you need to know about the channel you can find in my description box down below, such as a personal reading, how to find me on all my social media, my Patreon link, and all that stuff. Also, every week I will have a giveaway for, again, people that want to win a free psychic reading with me. All they need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word soul healer in their comment box. Now, if I write underneath your comment the word winner, then you know that you won a psychic reading with me. And all you'll need to do is reach out to me at pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com. Again, that's pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com. Now, if you're new to the channel, know that I start all my readings off by looking at the spiritual energy, the soul energy, I was going to say, and the spiritual energy of maybe what's going on within you personally, what's going on between you and your relationship. What is the dominant energy? And you'll notice a lot of times that the energy will be, if there's a problem, might have this negative undertone, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is negative. What it means is that we all have trauma and we all have wounds, and those wounds need to be integrated. Spiritual wounds, when they're integrated, turn to spiritual gifts. Karmic lessons are all about healing our spiritual wounds because we get people a lot of times in our life that trigger us, and we couldn't be triggered if we didn't have these wounds. So I like to look at the energy there first because that can determine how we choose to deal with the situation, right? When we have more information, um, we're able to shape shift our situation so that we get the best result for ourselves, so that we can avoid a negative karmic situation, or we can take advantage of a spiritual situation that's going to evolve us in consciousness. And whenever we evolve in consciousness, we're actually also going to benefit monetarily. We're also going to benefit within a relationship a lot of times because raising our consciousness means that we are transmuting wounds, which hold fear, into love. That's what we're transmuting, these wounds, right? Because wounds are, again, built from past experiences that, again, gave us a perception, a limited perception about ourselves or a situation. And that's where blocks come from. We can't see. And when I say see, it means have a different consciousness to see other experiences. So that's why we use a psychic soul healer deck, because we want to see different realities, because every situation has many different realities depending on how you play it, because karma means learn. A lot of times people don't learn. They do the same thing because they come from the same level of consciousness. Okay, first card out is Oneness. So Oneness is all about connecting to other people. And so this could be a time right now that you're running around and you're connecting to other people. That you also have, this also means that you have found your soul's path. Maybe you're living your soul's path and you feel connected to other people through the soul's path, again, because it's a connection through the heart. Again, when we're giving and receiving of love, it's a way that we are able to connect to people of all different um, social platforms, all different ethnicities, and we don't see a divide in anything. We see everything as one because God is the universe, and the universe is just unconditional love, the highest vibration. And so we're here to give and receive of this love, which makes us oneness. So intrusive. So there's also like people, there's a lot of people around you that are envious. And I feel as if they are watching, and again, there's just this intrusive energy. So this is could be that in past experiences you've had to deal with people that didn't let you move forward in life, that didn't want you to see yourself differently. Again, they wanted to keep you separate because that's what oneness is, unconditional love. That means you're happy. It means that you're high vibe, and that means you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're drawing a lot of attention. But unfortunately, you'll also draw in negative attention because you may trigger people. And usually you trigger people because they had a different level of consciousness of you. And now you're showing them something different, which is triggering them. So, and I feel like you're sensitive and you can feel that energy. So that's intrusive. So, and there also could be a fear of people trying to push their energy onto you right now because you are gaining a lot of energy and attention, I should say. And that's where the intrusiveness comes from. So, understand it would be a time to have very strong boundaries because people will always want to use your energy for what benefits them. But this, understand, this is a wound. The oneness is being free, is feeling connected, is living your soul's path. It's not being confined by anything. Intrusive is the opposite energy. It means that someone is, again, doesn't like that energy. But why? You have to say, well, it's triggering to them. Needy. And the reason why is because people are codependent on you. And so there's a fear of someone or something trying to be intrusive while you're on your path. And that could be, again, just a parent's or a loved one's opinion of what you're doing. It could be, again, the fact that you're getting a lot of attention and people want to ride on your coattails. They want to ride your bandwagon. The needy energy is, again, this codependent energy. So, like I said, there's people that are in your environment that are also going to have a problem with you moving forward because, again, they're dependent on you, or for some reason they think that they're dependent on you, even if you've never been. Understand, once a person is successful, right, is successful, then there's always, and there's family or people, there's always a sense that um, with needy people that there's expectations. And this could also be that you were the healer at one time, used to giving, and you don't really want to do that anymore. So this is the underlying spiritual energy. And the reason why is because there's past life karma from past connections. So the underlying energy isn't even a love energy. That's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more like family or close friends, people that you grew up with, or people that are associated to you for whatever reason they feel as if you owe them that. And even though you may say, well, I haven't even gotten enough for myself, the perception of what you have and what your life looks like is that, again, this happiness, this high vibe, this oneness, because you're happy in what you're doing. So the vibe that you're giving off is the fact that you're loving what you're doing. But because, again, you're dealing with people that are not on the same level of consciousness, they're thinking that you're high vibing for other reasons. And the reason why is because, again, they're needy. So they're looking at what you have. And it's triggering their energy. So they're intrusive. So, again, the past life connection, a lot of times these connections are not always positive when we're talking about soulmate, twin flames. We can soul family. Again, we could be talking about a spiritual family, but this family that needs to be cut because you learned all the lessons that you needed to learn, or these people, this confinement, whether they're friends that you grew up with, whether they're relatives, whether there's somebody again that is going to be intrusive. I have to put that out there because that is, again, a karmic, that's a karmic situation, is one that's you're being called to step into your truth, to step into your power. I want to look at the wounds. What is it triggering? Like, what is it? What are the wounds and what is it triggering? I'm going to use two different decks for this. And so, unaware, not able to see clearly, ignoring your gut feelings, be willing to find the truth. So, again, maybe you're a highly sensitive person, and that because this is family or someone close to you, and I'm not feeling like this is a relationship, but it could be. Even though I kept saying I didn't feel like now I'm feeling like it could be, again, like a soulmate, twin flame, someone that feels really connected to you, again, because they have a past life connection to you, is really needy right now. Because they're needy, they're going to be intrusive within your life, or you're going to feel that they're intrusive. So maybe they've been away from you right now. And because they've been away from you, there's a sense of them coming in fast, coming in hard, coming in strong, because they, which would be intrusive because they haven't been in your life. And so, and the hoping that you are unaware of like everything that's been going on with your person. But this is also a sense of being unaware just in general with people in your life at this time. Be careful because, again, there's people in your life that may be appearing as friends and they're not friends because you're on your soul path again, and they're having to view you differently. And because they're having to view you differently, there's a lot of people that have a hard time digesting. They have a very hard time digesting, like when they see that your life is better than theirs. And I don't want to put it like that anyone's life is better, but you're on your soul's path, you're happy, and it shows that you're happy. These people are not happy. So because they're not happy, there's a sense of their imagination, and their imagination is stemmed from their core beliefs, from the life experiences that they lived. So this is not to take it personally. It's to say you have to deal with it by being true to yourself, and that's by listening to your gut. If there's unawareness and you're unsure, but you have kind of feelings, you need to again listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, because your mind may still associate these people as something to you. Substances, the unhealthy choices you have made with your body has been affecting me with your body. So again, substances. So you may have people again around you that are not vibing at a high vibration, because again, if they're staying at a level of consciousness that doesn't allow them to evolve, it's because they're doing substances, because our own spirit tells us when something's off. So this is what this is saying. So you have people around you that you have to be careful and unsafe. I felt I could no longer feel safe with you. I am scared of you. So again, that could be the people that are around you, again, don't make you feel safe. And that would be the number one reason why you can't have them in your life while you're trying to create and why you're on your soul's path. Now, for those of you that are in relationships, I want to look at what the soulmate twin flame relationship is, what the connection is. What is the message? Like, what are you supposed to learn from this karmic situation? If we're talking about a relationship, for some of you it is. I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. So I feel like this was more of a trauma bond. Again, the trauma bonds feel a lot like soulmate twin flames. But the problem is that when we have someone that's unhealed and doesn't want to heal their shadow, their things that are blocking them, and we know this because again they're using substances, then you're never going to trust them. It's again feeling unsafe doesn't necessarily, like, that's the word that pops out to me. So you can not feel safe because how they choose to detach and stick their head in the sand because they're suppressing their emotions. Or you could also feel unsafe because this person isn't listening to your emotional needs because they again can't, they're so unaware of how they treat you. So you have to say that this double-sided love hate type of karmic relationship is really like a trauma bond. And if you brought this person to you and you decided to be in a relationship with them, then you're actually volunteering to take on this person's karma. You're volunteering to like accept less than what you deserve, because this person is like, even though that there is love there, they can't be in a relationship because again they don't deal with their problems. And so anytime a problem arises, instead of that person working it out with you, they would detach and, suppress and avoid, and you would feel unsafe in the fact that emotionally your needs were not getting taken care of. And that's what I felt for those of you that are in a relationship. For those of you that are not in a relationship, then it's that you need to cut a relationship with family, or again these friends that at one time there was a deep connection. I feel like they came into your life, they taught you, and they could have taught you through pain. I feel for some of you guys, it's people that you, maybe again in-laws, but you're no longer with that person anymore. Or for others, it's just outgrown family members that are toxic, that are going to have a hard time seeing you move forward. Now, for those of you that want to know what is going to happen in your life, let's just look at the situation of what's happening. If you're with a person, let's see. For those of you that are in a relationship with someone, we're going to see what messages that they have for you. Card down. Loss. That's what flew out. So I could feel like, a relationship is no longer together. Maybe you feel like there's a loss there. And maybe you gave a lot in your relationship and there's a loss. I feel like that's for some. Otherwise, then you're feeling like there's a loss, like there's an emptiness. Clear your energy. So again, the person that was in your life, and that's what this is all saying too, okay? For a lot of you, that at one time that there was a soulmate, that it was a past life connection, but even though that there was such a deep, deep love, and there still is, there's substances that your person uses and it feels unsafe. And they're hoping that you'll be unaware. They're unaware of the things that they need to do to heal. And it's very intrusive because they're needy. So you're being really called to clear your energy. And clearing your energy is to recreate yourself. and because there's a sense of loss. And when there's a sense of loss, we need to look at it like there's room to create, that there's room for us to do something with that energy. Right? I mean, that's the good thing about when things fall out of our life or when things don't work out. It's that this room allows us to go and explore, allows us to connect with different people, allows us to reinvent ourselves. I will return to you when the time is right. So again, I feel like even though like you guys are separated and this person that they're still holding on, I don't really feel for a lot of you guys that you are. I feel like you know that this person's going to return. You don't really know how you're going to deal with it. But, and the reason why is because there was a deep love. It's a soulmate connection. There is no one to take that person's place right now. And that's why I'm saying that hole where you feel that there's a loss, you should again do something with that energy, because that will allow you to draw in new people and at least get the emotional support that you need. So you'll be able to see whether or not you really want to be with this person, even if there's someone that hasn't entered into your life yet. Because I feel like that's a spiritual message for some of you guys. I want to also look at hidden truth if you're, again, in a relationship with a person, or again, you're separated. What does this person want to know? What does the universe want to tell you? And then I'm going to pull one more from a different deck before I close out. But right now, we're just going to look at the hidden truth for those of you that are in a relationship. We will be together again. Again, so your person that like thinks, regardless that there's a loss, that they and will return when the timing is right. I don't exactly know what they're waiting for, and they're thinking that they will be together with you again, which again, I don't know whether or not they're delusional. I want you. So there's a whole lot of passion here. This person like really has passion for you. It just seems like they had a lot of issues in their life. I would love to know what their issues were. I know I said I was going to close this out, but I'm just so curious. I'm like, what could it be? I find my tarot. Oh, here they are, right in my lap. Okay, I want to just see what's going on. Why are you guys in separation? Because it's like there's separation. I know that this is a trauma bond. I already explained, but what actually transpired and why does this person think that they can come back? I mean, aside from it being a soulmate, like that there's a strong spiritual connection. I just want to see. Yeah, Page of Cups reversed. So like your person has ideas again, but they're not really taking action. So I don't know whether or not this is just in their mind. I'm going to come back, but I just don't know when, and I don't have a plan. And like they actually think that they're going to come back, and they don't really know whether or not you're going to take them back, because that fell out reversed. So there's a sense that I feel like they're willing themselves to do so, but they're not actually taking any action. I just wanted to put that out there. So it has not been determined, and it's not really determined. I think that your person just intuitively, I feel like because it's such a deep soul connection, and they know you at one time had a lot of passion for them, and they have so much passion for you, they think that they can just win you over, that they're going to say whatever they're going to say to try and make it work, but they don't have a plan. That's what that shows me, because they, even though they know that you have passion, they're still fear that you're not going to take them back. One more, the soulmate twin flame deck. Just want to know Again, please give me a second chance. I still love you and want to start over. I want to share my life with you. So it's again, they don't have a plan. They don't know what they're going to do, but and they are afraid of it. Like I said, I don't know when, but their plan is to come back with an apology. Their plan is to come back and win you over. Like, I want you. I'm very passionate. We will be together again. This person has, set the intention. They know that they want to be with you. They know that, but they have a lot of spiritual issues of avoidance. Again, I feel like they have a hard time dealing with their emotions and they're avoiding it. So if this resonated with you, let me know. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, and again, write the word soul healer in your comment bar, and you can win a free psychic reading with me. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.